Hello, friends. This is Tony Desant, space rocker of the planet Earth, back here with another video today. It's a Thursday. It's a beautiful day outside, at least where I'm at. Not supposed to rain this whole weekend, so I'm gonna start like celebrating right now, this whole weekend right now, even though it's a Thursday. And I'm here to talk to you about something today, about a topic today that is very, very important, especially in the area of self-improvement, self-management, self-encouragement, or they used to call it self-help. And that's mainly what I do, what I've been doing most of my life, personally and with other people. And so I do know a little bit about the subject, and I'm gonna share with you what I know so you can benefit. And this topic of today is gonna be find your purpose. Find your purpose. This is easier said than done, okay? Some people spend more than half of their life trying to find their purpose. And what I say is, like, sometimes people are into their 40s, even 50s, and they really haven't found their purpose. And it's because mainly of the day-to-day distractions of life. That's mainly it. And it's something that you have to work on it. Some kids have the ability to know what their purpose in life is. Some youngsters, even as a teenager, they have the ability to know what their purpose is in life. But those are very, very few. In fact, out of a whole class of graduating class, say of 500, maybe about 2 or 3. You could push it. If you go to 4, you're pushing it. They know what they're doing. They know their purpose. They know what they're going to be in life. That's why you have student counselors in school, people that guide you and everything. I talked to a lot of those. They really didn't know what to do with me, of course, because I kind of thought that I had everything figured out by the time I was 16 years old. And actually, maybe I did. And I didn't even know it. But it's a time of confusion. So it's a time of you really don't know what to do, especially these days with, can you imagine being a kid today? Can you imagine that? Can you imagine being like a 16-year-old, 17-year-old today, just on their senior year of high school? What are these kids gonna do with all this different technologies and everything that's going on right now in the world, and the way that the world is going so fast and everything changes so fast? How can you find your purpose? Like I said, easier said than done. Now, I do have some solutions for you right here, and I want you to pay attention. Maybe this will help you, like I said. And of course, it's a matter of self searching, not soul searching. You're not searching for your soul, you're searching for yourself. What am I good at? What can I do that comes easy to me? What are my talents? What are my strengths? And along the way, and this is the big part, you're gonna have to take that low-paying job. That's unfortunate, but you're gonna have to. And maybe there won't be no low-paying jobs, hopefully, but before you find that purpose that you're looking for, that you're searching for, the way society is structured these days, even with a job, it's almost impossible to survive. So either you take a step forward and become an entrepreneur. Those are very few, and I could do a whole video on entrepreneurs. I could talk about a whole hour on entrepreneurs, because that's a whole different animal. That animal wakes up early, goes to sleep late, sometimes work 20 hours a day in the beginning, and not everybody is suited for that kind of lifestyle. In fact, these days, kids are going more like, I'm gonna work 3 hours and I'm gonna sleep 14 or 15 hours. Nothing wrong with that if you can make it happen like that. These days with social media, they can sell a product, they can promote something, they can do all kind of things. So I believe it has become easier, especially the global reach that you have even with your phone. But that doesn't mean that you have found your purpose, because even that is a lot of work. So you can be a social media guru and sell all this stuff and everything, and you might find out that that's not what you like doing. But that is gonna supply you with the money so that you can do eventually what your purpose is. You have found your purpose, and you have found a way to fund your purpose, because that's another thing. If you don't have a way to fund your purpose economically, you can say bye-bye to your purpose. You can say, my purpose is nothing, because I have nothing to support it with. And it's very hard to find people that believe in you and say, okay, we're going to put some money on you to support you on your purpose. Right? That doesn't happen that way. And going back to finding your purpose, it doesn't matter if you find your purpose at a later age. It's it's never too late to find your purpose. It's never too late to start that dream that you had as a kid. Whether it is that you want to be a writer or a painter or even an entertainer. And some people are funny enough to be a regular comedian. And if I would have known that regular comedians make tons of money, that probably would have been my purpose. Because God knows that if you're good at being a comedian, not just a comedian, but a regular comedian, geez, you're going to struggle in there for a couple of years. But once they start laughing at your jokes, ooh, that never stops. That just goes on the up and up. And there's many examples of that right now. There's comedians that are up in age and everything, and they're still putting it out there. Because they found their purpose. And they threw themselves in there. That's not easy to do. It's not simple. And like I said, it's better for you to have a sure thing to fund your purpose, like say a job, but don't stay on the job. That's called the journey of the broke. You don't want to stay in that job. You want to stay in that job enough so that you can find a better job, and then you can find another better job and move up a little bit and make enough money so that you can support whatever purpose it is that you have in life. Whatever motivates you, whatever makes you feel happy. Basically, all you have to do is just go along the ride. Go along the ride and learn as much as you can. That's it. Go along the ride, learn as much as you can, and if you're not sure what your purpose is, go and put yourself in there 10 years, from 20 to 30. And do many different things. And find out what you like and find out what you don't like. And go and say, oh, this is not for me. And then go stumble into something else and go, ooh, this is definitely not for me. And then go into something else and go like, ooh, I kind of like this. This might be something I like to do. You know? And then go stumble into something else and say, oh, I like this one even better. Oh, wait a minute. You mean I could do this for 4 hours and make this amount of money? Okay, I guess I'll do this. You know? I'll do it in the 4 hours where after work. And go along a ride and find yourself a purpose. Find your purpose in life. Easier said than done, but you can do it, definitely. And with this one, I want to say hi to everybody. I want to say hi to all the people around the world that follow my videos and follow my music. I know who you are, and I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. This is Tony DeSant, space rocker of the planet Earth, still living in this beautiful planet called Earth, today with the message of find your purpose. I'll see you on my next video.